Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your noon news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Pitt County where a mother who has been implicated in the death of her son will be back in front of a courthouse, or in a courthouse today. 25-year-old Sansari Jefferson is back in Pitt County after she was arrested in Philadelphia last month. Greenville police have been looking for her since last year after being called to a report of a suspicious death at the Knights Inn at 3435 South Memorial Drive in November. Now, when police got to the inn, they found a 6-year-old boy dead in a motel room where they say his family had been living in unsanitary conditions. Police say an autopsy revealed that the boy was suffering from leukemia. Investigators believe the illness had been ongoing and the parents' failure to get medical care played a significant role in the child's death. The child's father, 27-year-old Timothy Curry, was taken into custody by the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department in May. He's charged with felony negligent child abuse resulting in serious bodily injury and involuntary manslaughter. Police say that Jefferson faces the same charges. Jefferson faces a $500,000 bond and again will have her first court appearance at the Pitt County Courthouse coming up at 1:30 p.m. An arraignment for Timothy Curry is set for October. And in other news, want to highlight that Vice President J.D. Vance is going to be making his way to the Tar Heel state. Vance will visit Concord today to talk about President Trump's tax cuts working for families and public safety. The visit comes as GOP state lawmakers are considering making it tougher for people with criminal histories and mental illness to get out of jail on bond after being arrested. Concord is less than 30 miles from Charlotte, where 23-year-old Irana Zarutska was fatally stabbed on a commuter train last month. Footage from the woman's death drew national attention and sparked conversations about public safety and sentencing policies for repeat offenders. The visit will mark Vance's first North Carolina appearance as the vice president. And now we want to highlight your weather forecast. Again, tropics continuing to dominate the discussion even as air temperatures rise into the upper 80s. Some areas again starting to flirt with the low 90s. Here's a look at what we've got though in the tropics. It's these two areas of concern. The first one, the one that has the 90% chance of tropical development over the next 48 hours, that's the one sitting off to the east or on the right hand side of your screen, the right X there. The other X, that's the one that we're a little bit more concerned about just due to its present position, kind of closer to the Turks and Caicos and the Bahamas. That's generally a very good breeding ground for tropical systems that potentially impact eastern North Carolina. So that's something, again, we're going to be keeping a very close eye on as we head through the next several days. For now, though, we're waiting on Hurricane Hunter, specifically Hurricane Hunter data to come in to give us a better read on what exactly is going on with those systems, what the pressure is like, and what upper level winds are looking like around those areas that could potentially help or even harm tropical development over the next several days. We'll have that information coming up later on this evening. For now, though, the only named system in the Atlantic is Hurricane Gabrielle. Right now, 110 mile an hour maximum sustained winds, gusts up to 130 miles an hour, pressure at 962 millibars. The system is moving east at about 25 miles an hour, and this is a system, again, that is racing away from eastern North Carolina and really racing away from North America as a whole. So as far as what to worry about in the tropics, right now, nothing concrete, but we do want you to pay attention to those areas near the Caribbean, particularly the one near Puerto Rico, as that one could be giving us some impacts by the tail end of this weekend into Monday and possibly even Tuesday of this upcoming week. Here's what we've got outside in New Bern right now. 84 degrees, feels like 89 though, thanks to that higher humidity. It looks like we're going to again be back in the 90s again coming up for tomorrow. Currently today, air temperatures in the upper 80s across Kinston, Goldsboro, Greenville, Williamston, Rocky Mount, all showing up with either 88 or 87 degrees. Right now, Stumpy Point showing up with 91 degrees. Now again, this is a little bit of an uptick from where we were over the past 24 hours. Michael Heath, how much rain will we get this weekend? Great question, Michael. And it's not just, of course, the rain showers that are going to be coming in, but the relief from the humidity that will come along with it. But if you want to just a quick estimate, I'm anticipating about 1/4 of an inch to maybe a 1/2 inch of rain coming in late Thursday. Most of the day on Thursday likely going to be dry, but late Thursday we'll start to see some rain showers roll in. Then on Friday and even Saturday, really anticipating about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain. If we do get areas that see multiple thunderstorms overhead, though, it's going to be pretty easy for us to overshoot that range. That's more of an average across the area. Some areas will see more than others, but I think most of us 1/2 inch to about 3/4 of an inch coming up for Friday as well as Saturday. Sunday we'll start to see those numbers slowly trail off. But as far as winds are concerned right now, we've got more of a southerly breeze that's really producing more humidity across the area. You've noticed that throughout eastern North Carolina, but really seeing a difference in humidity numbers today in Ahoskie, Williamson, Greenville, and Goldsboro. Each one of those areas reporting a double-digit rise in dew points over the past 24 hours. Now, dew points currently reading in the low to mid 70s. That is summertime level humidity, and again will bring about a better opportunity for thunderstorms once we do get a front moving in. We can see that front is sitting further off towards the west, and it'll be sweeping its way through the east, still looking like late Thursday night. Here's Thursday morning at around 9 a.m. and then that front rolls through again late Thursday night and then stalls along the coast as we head towards Friday, keeping that chance of rain in the forecast. As far as your 8-day forecast is concerned, here's a look at it. We've got, again, widespread showers coming in for your Friday and Saturday. Sunday, those rain chances start to diminish, but at that point, we're also starting to, again, look at that potential for maybe some moisture and some wind coming in off the water in the form of potentially a tropical system. Now, whether or not it is going to be named is still up for debate. Some models, again, are showing a fairly good organization with that system over the next 3 days, but for right now, it is still not named. Sarah Smith, will it hit North Carolina? Everyone's wondering that very question, Sarah, and it's one that I am hesitant to answer right now because I don't have a good answer. The hurricane hunters right now, well, I believe at around 12:30 and then 2 o'clock, there's going to be sending out two aircraft to each one of those areas of concern right now, and we'll have a much better idea of what those systems are looking like and what direction they're really heading once we get that data back. So we'll have a clearer picture on what those systems are going to be doing over the next few days coming up later on this evening. But until we get that data in, right now it's still one of those that I'm anticipating. If you were to ask me, okay, what do you truly think? I think that it's going to be staying off the coast of Hatteras. But that said, it's not going to move far off the coast of Hatteras, so we need to prepare like, again, we could be feeling some impacts. I don't want anybody's guard to go down, but I also don't want anyone to panic. Just make sure your hurricane kits are all up to date and squared away in a place that you know where to get them if, of course, you do end up needing them. But again, we'll have a better idea of exactly what those systems are going to do once we get that hurricane hunter data into our weather models, and that should help clear up some of those uncertainties and discrepancies we're seeing with those longer range models. But that's all we have time for today's noon news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to say thank you to both Michael Heath and Sarah Smith for asking those questions. Again, great questions. And Sarah, that's one that we're hearing a lot, so kudos to you for asking. And Michael Heath, will the cold front keep it away? That is another thing that we are keeping an eye on, but right now it looks like as that cold front stalls, it's slowly going to degrade and become less of a barrier to that system and more of kind of just a minor speed bump. If that cold front again holds steady and holds strong, then yeah, it could certainly guide that system out towards Bermuda. But for right now, it's certainly looking like that system is going to stall and then just deteriorate over your Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and that's not really going to slow that system down if it does, again, point itself towards eastern North Carolina. But again, guys, great questions. Great questions. We'll be back coming up with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by Supreme Choice.